I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and this is consumer news we can use. As spring and summer roll around, it's high season for the residential real estate market. With several factors driving demand, you may be wondering if now is the right time to buy or sell. Joining me today is TrustDALE Certified Partner Arnold Martin of Absolute Mortgage Lending. First, Arnold, the question everyone wants an answer to: when are lending rates going to get lower?
I wish I could say tomorrow or yesterday. But the reality, most economists are saying that sometime this year, that rates will come down a bit. They thought they were going to come down sooner, but because of the demand, but also inflation, they're trying to keep that in control. So they're saying that it will come down a couple times this year, but hard to say. Probably my prediction is towards the latter part of this year.
Arnold, my parents bought a house back in 1976 and paid 14% interest. Rates really aren't that high, are they, traditionally?
No, the old adage, especially in that comparison, is that if you have an interest rate that's in the single digits, that's really a great rate. So rates, yes, they are higher than they have been, but also there was a reason why they were so low. We had pandemic, we had a global economic crash that made the economy almost implode. So therefore, they had to drop rates. So really, where rates are right now is pretty much at a normal level. And so we are telling people that really there is no better time to purchase right now because of the fact that there are fewer people out there purchasing homes, so less competition when you're making an offer on a house.
And that's why I'm going to send my son and daughter to you today. So, with high interest rates in mind, I know that for my generation, the rule has always been buying is better than renting. Is that still the case?
I would say yes, that is still the case, and the reason being is this: is that renting is nice, and it provides opportunity, possibly a more affordable. But overall, in tradition, the a monthly mortgage payment is going to be less or equal to that of which you're paying for rent. Rents in Georgia, for instance, are very, very high. They're some of the highest in the nation. And so, in comparison, you have the opportunity to purchase, and then you have the pros of that are the things of having equity in the home that you build up. And in many cases, your home is appreciating in value over 10% per year. The other factor in comparison is the fact that your mortgage payment is never going to go up. If you have a fixed rate on your mortgage payment, it's not going to go up, but your landlord can increase your rent every single year. So you're always in an unstable situation versus if you are in that situation of owning, you won't have that as an issue. And then lastly, as a homeowner, one of the last great tax deductions is mortgage interest. And so being able to write off your mortgage interest that you paid at the end of 1 year, in the end, can either prevent you from owing money to the IRS or possibly owing less or getting a larger refund. There's still overall a lot of pros to owning a home.
No doubt. So, what are some of the factors that people need to look at in order to make an informed decision to either buy or rent?
So whenever you're looking at buying versus rent, one of the first things that you want to look at is what is it going to cost for you to get into that home versus getting into that rental apartment or home or anything. Down payment is a factor nowadays. So one of the things that you should be looking for is for ownership is, can you get down payment assistance if you don't have the down payment? There are a lot of different down payment assistance programs out there that could help you from your state, the city, your county, and you definitely have that as an option. The other factor is the school system. School system is a major factor, whether you're renting or buying. But typically, the homes that are in a great school system, they appreciate higher in value, and then also in the end, it is a factor where you're building up more equity in your home faster. The other factors that you will look at is, can you, if you have identified that you could have the down payment, don't forget to look at sources such as your family, as you can get a gift from your family. Your average down payment is only 3 to 5% down of the sales price. But if you also get down payment assistance, it literally could be a zero down payment scenario. You may have to pay closing costs or something, but otherwise, it's still a great scenario. So those are the factors that I would consider.
Wow, very important information. So we all know the housing market is cyclical and eventually there will be more houses on the market and interest rates will come down. As an experienced mortgage lender, what's a tool you can offer people seeking loans in the meantime?
First of all, one of the first things that we say is while you're monitoring the market, make sure that you're monitoring your own credit score. That's a big factor because the higher your credit score is, typically the lower your interest rate is going to be. Typically, other programs will open up to you that by being that the case. The other factor is that, for instance, at Absolute, mortgage lending, we offer a free pre-approval. And in doing so, that free pre-approval is being able to take a look at your scenario and being able to give you a powerful pre-approval letter so that you can go out and make a strong offer and have a quick closing. So in all of those things, you want to evaluate it. If you're not ready right now, position yourself so that when the market is ready for you or you are ready for the market, that is the moment that you can pull the trigger because you have everything in place.
You know, that's exciting and encouraging news for folks looking to purchase their first or their final home. Arnold, thank you so much for joining me today. And to contact Absolute Mortgage Lending, go to trustdale.com. There you will find hundreds of honest, certified companies you can trust and that are backed by my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee.